Hello everyone, welcome to SRBPS online classes. Hello students, today we are going to start with the chapter statistics. Now do you know what is the statistic? Students, statistics means numerical facts or observations collected with the definite purpose. It means if we are collecting some numerical facts in figure, then we are collecting those numerical facts in figure for a definite purpose. Like the government of India do census. Government of India do census and collect information about the residents of a country, of the India only. Why they are doing so? They are doing so that they can get some information from there. They can get some information about like literacy rate, birth rate, death rates and various informations they can get out of it. That's why they used to collect the information about the old people who are living in India. So it means statistics, what it wants to say. It is the collection of numerical data, numerical facts or figures or observation which are collected for a definite purpose in the mind of observer. Is it fine? Students, we have learnt various things in earlier classes. Like we learnt over there various methods of finding a representative value for the given data. Like we have learnt in the class 10th only mean, how to calculate mean, how to calculate median, mode. What were these? These all were some representative values which were representing the whole data. It means these were nothing but these were the measures of central tendency which were representing the whole data. But from there we came to know about a fact like mean, median and mode. All these three measures of central tendency, according to us, they are giving a representative value which is representing the whole data. But that is not enough. It means these three measures of the central tendency are not representing the data in a way we want. Like they are not describing the variations between the data. They are not describing various facts. So it means these were not enough. केवल यही इतने काफी नहीं थे कि we can get all the information out of it. That's why we need various type of the other measures too, so that we can get the disparities between the observations, between the facts and figures. That's why we come across the chapter. In this chapter, we are going to study the various ways which will tell us the other things about the data which we want to know here. Fine? Yes, students, see this data. This data is about the runs scored by two batsmen, B1 and B2 in their 10 matches. As given over here, see here. What I want to tell to you people with the help of this. Now see here, these are the 10 matches. Okay? In the 10 matches, these are the runs scored by batsman B1 and the B2. And when we are calculating mean and median, it is exactly same. So can we say from here the performance of two batsmen are exactly same? No. We cannot say from here the performance of two batsmen is exactly same. Because you only observe here in the case of batsman B1. In the third match he has not scored any run. But in the 9th match he has scored 117 runs. It means in the case of batsman B1, there are the more variations as compared to batsman B2. So, this mean and median is not telling us about this fact. These are not telling us about the scatteredness, about the variations. So, what we have to do for this? We have to go to the measures of dispersons regarding to get the information about it, how much data is scattered, or we can say how much data is dispersed. Students, today we are going to start with measures of dispersion to know variations in the values of the variable. So what is the dispersion? It is the degree of scatteredness of observation in a distribution. What it will tell us? It will tell us the variations in the data. Like you people have seen in the case of example, that batsman one example. In that example, you people have seen already, in the case of batsman B1, there were more variations as compared to B2. So this dispersion will help us to find out the scatteredness of the observations in a particular distribution. It means how much data is scattered, how much variations are there. Students, very first method of calculating the dispersion or calculating the degree of scatteredness in our observation in a particular distribution. To calculate the degree of scatteredness of the observation in a particular distribution, very first measure is range. Now what is the range? It is the difference between two extreme observations of the distribution. Now what are the extreme observations? It means maximum value and the minimum value. So what is the range? It is the difference between maximum and the minimum value of a distribution. Suppose this is your first distribution. This is your first distribution and this is your second distribution. If I want to calculate range over here, so difference of maximum and minimum value. The maximum value is 117 and the minimum value is 0. So what will be range over here? 117 minus 0, which is equal to 117. Now if I want to calculate range over here the maximum value is what? Here the maximum value is 53, but the minimum value is 40. So here the range will be 53 minus 40, which will be equal to 13. So here what we can see? We can see the range of the first distribution is comparatively more than second distribution. It means this one particular data is the highly dispersed in comparison to the second distribution observations. Fine? Yes students, now the second method to measure the dispersion or to check the variability in a data is mean deviation. Now the question arises, why we are looking for the other measures when we have already range. See students, we are not going to use range in every case. Why it is so? Because range is based on the two extreme observation. It does not measure the dispersion of the data from a central value. That is the reason that we are going for the other measures. So the second measure to check the variability and to see the degree of scatteredness in our distribution, the other method is mean deviation. So we'll study about it now. Now the students, how we'll find out mean deviation? If x1, x2, x3 and so on are the n values of a variable x, then mean deviation from an average A is given by mean deviation is equal to this formula. Now see students, this is representing the observations which we are having like x1, x2, x3. What we will do first? We will take the deviation from the average. हम यहाँ पर deviations लेंगे किसमें से? Average में से. So what we will do? We will do x minus a. It means we are going to subtract from each and every observation what we are going to subtract? Average a. And average can be median, it can be arithmetic mean as well. So this is the formula to calculate mean deviation. Here let xi minus a is equal to d. So the formula of calculating mean deviation is equal to 1 by n sigma I is equals to 1 to n within the mode xi minus a. Now see, we'll do an example based on it only. Students, here see in this question, here we are required to find out mean deviation about the median. So first of all, we need to calculate median over here. And as you people have read in the class 10th, how to calculate median. So it is simplified to calculate median in this type of the individual series. Now see here, to calculate the median, first of all we have to arrange this data in the ascending or descending order. So first of all I am arranging it in the ascending order. So when I am arranging it in the ascending order, first of all I write 150, then 210, 240, 300, 310, 320 and then 340. Now what I have done, I have arranged all these observations in the ascending order. Afterwards, see here, what is the total number of observation here? Total number of the observations are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Total observations are 7. So what is the formula when the total number of observations are 7? What is the formula to calculate the median? In that case, we used to calculate the median by using this one formula. N plus 1 by 2th observation will be our median. N plus 1 by 2th observation. What is the n? Total number of observation. How many observations are there? There were the 7 observation. So it will be 7 plus 1 by 2th observation. It means they are asking about the 4th observation. So what will be the 4th observation from here, students? It will be 1, 2, 3, 4. 300. So what is your median? It is 300. Now what we will do to calculate mean deviation? We will take the deviation of this median from each and every observation. Now see here. Now see students, we are going to find out mean deviation. As I have told you, this is the formula where di is equals to xi minus a, and A stands for average, and here we have to calculate mean deviation about the median. So what we will do, we will subtract from each and every observation median. तो अब हम क्या करेंगे, हर observation में से median को subtract करवाएंगे. ठीक है? Now see here, we have to subtract the median from each and every distribution, and median is each and every observation, and here median is 300. Now see what we will do. 340 minus 300. What we will get? 40. And is it in the, as it is in the mode, so we will get the positive value only. And वैसे भी हमें positive value ही मिल रही है. So from here I will get 40. 150 minus 300. I will get minus 150. But as it is in the mode, so I will get positive value only. So 150 minus 300, it will be 150. In the mode, as it was in the mode, so I will get only 150. Now 210 minus 300 within the mode, what I will get? I will get 90. 90. After that, from here I will get 60. It is 0, it is 10, and it is 20. Afterwards, students, see here this sign. This is sigma, and this, what this indicates? It indicates summation. It means हमें इनका sum भी करना है. Now what will be the sum here? Please tell me and think. 10 plus 20, 30. 30 plus 60, 90. 90 plus 90, 180. And 180 plus 40 plus 150. What it will be? It will be 370. Fine. So we have got this deviations from the average, or we can say from a central value. Now we will put this in the formula when we are calculating the mean deviation. So mean deviation will be equal to 1 by n. What this n is representing? It is representing the total number of observation. And how many observations are these? These are 7. So 1 by 7 into, what was it? We have find it out. This is 370. So 370 upon 70. So what is our answer, students? It is 52.8. So this is the mean deviation about the median of this data. I hope this will be clear to all. Suppose students, they are asking about the mean deviation about the mean. Then what will you do? First of all, you will find out the mean except median. आप median नहीं निकालोगे, you will find out mean over here. And instead of taking the deviation from median, you will take the deviations from mean. And everything will be same except it. Fine?